Yeah. Now we gonna tell them. Night in front. We tell them like this, yo. I'm an African. I'm a African. I'm a African. I'm a African. Yeah, y'all like that? So no more. This man's mind is open. I'm a African. I'm a African. I'm a African. I'm a. Let's get back to the
motive is best developed by recognizing the common enemy.
Knowledge bomb. What's the science, baby?
Yeah.
Vanglorious Vanguard.
Knowledge born.
Yeah.
United Front.
Tell it.
What you want, what you want, what you want.
To the Knowledge Radio.
We in here. What you got? Dot.
Work hard as a slave to one day be your savior. The wave unwavering. This is a labor of love. Rise with a purpose every day. Invigorated. If we were on TV, we'd be 10 times syndicated. If we waited for validation, a paycheck or accolades, we'd be starved, already lost or ran away. But when you're square solid in your circle too, you don't need a place for silence. The concept is conquered through media, not areas of people activity. A mix that don't lose ethnicity, tightness that don't lose the elasticity. Explicitly, this isn't where we get the novice regard. Nah, this is where knowledge is born. Last time that I checked, I'm undefeated. Deliver edicts, can't resist when the gods build and manifest freedom. When lines get crossed, they may push a loss, cause they get handed a check. We kick the can and cancel your cancerous gestures. A prophet vision, precision, the prescription for the sickness is to inoculate your fate with the winning. Arrogant beginnings turn to humble endings. And UF with KBA is a win-win. 1K, 1K. Pastor Green, Deacon Doc Mock, United Front.
This ain't trap music. This ain't rap music. This that African insurrection, fight to be black music. We don't sling crack music. We don't kill blacks music. This Jew ain't the real Hebrew, fall back on that small hat music. My flow, Holocaust Heimies. You the source of all grimy, spineless and slimy, perverted devil claim me from Zion. You guilty for lying and capturing lions. I got proof you funded the dungeons of trained Africans, captured and shipped us on floating zoos. Hitler's Hasidics, to me there's no difference. You was all part of the parasitic lynching of the African spirit. Dig it. You're graving minutes, cause you run corporations with a slaver spirit, incorporating the tactics of your forefathers is wicked. My fingers pen this with the pain of days of cotton picking. They whip the babies for not making weight like a competition. If Jesus came from the skies white, I grab a weapon, cause there's a black God enslaved needing to be freed in the heavens. Stepping fetches is dead upon entering sessions. You cowards lost your balls like turned over possessions. A recession of manhood won't bring us progression to stand good. My intentions are bloody a clan hood. It's only a black man could. My position is solid, the evolution of onyx. Attack of the ball heads past the green dock and call it Muhammad. The focus is freedom through information and inspiration. And when I'm smashing MCs, don't worry, that's just the entertainment. Throw up your fist. Throw up your fist. Throw up your fist. Throw up your fist. Crackers is mad. You dig 'em a ditch. Crackers get mad. You dig 'em a ditch. Throw up your fist. Throw up your fist. Throw up your fist. Throw up your fist. Crackers get mad. You dig 'em a ditch. Crackers get mad. You dig 'em a ditch. Christian, Islamic, Buddhist, or Masonic, no matter your prophet. This cracker ain't honest. He had us in bondage, raping your mama right in front of your eyelids. He had us in bondage, raping your mama right in front of your eyelids. What if I told you Jesus of Nazareth was up the block staggering, being beat to death by Romans, wearing badges? Would you come by the masses then to defend your Lord and Savior? Is all the talk for pretend? Cause the spirit of the caress lies within the black men locked in the pen. I'm at the pulpit with a full clip, feel the pain from the bullwhip. My skin cracks, my back bleeds, my black bleeds. The stats show cracker vaccines harm black seeds. Facts believe it's not rap for green, red, black, and green. What Garvey seen to unite the team across the seas. Throw up your fist. Throw up your fist. Throw up your fist. Throw up your fist. Crackers is mad. You dig 'em a ditch. Crackers get mad. You dig 'em a ditch. Throw up your fist. Throw up your fist. Throw up your fist. Throw up your fist. Crackers get mad. You dig 'em a ditch. Crackers get mad. You dig 'em a ditch. A cypher.
Knowledge bone. What's the science, baby?
Peace and Black Power family. Welcome to another episode. Now it's born. What's the science? After midnight edition, broadcasting live here on YouTube. Make sure wherever you're listening from, go to www.youtube.com/Student Knowledge Radio and subscribe, comment, share. Check out our website, e-commerce site, hub site, www.studentknowledgeradio.com. Check out our products and services over at www.ttkempoweryou.com. You can follow the show on Instagram at Knowledge One Alive 357 on Instagram. Again at Knowledge One Alive 357 on Instagram. And on Twitter at Knowledge Point 15 on Twitter. Looking to be a guest on the show, host on the show, and pay slots. You can pay for your interview slot, or if you're looking to host a show on a series here on the platform, email me at doknowledgeradio@gmail.com. Looking to make a donation to the platform, our community initiatives, and the like, you can do so. The ticker going across the screen. Donations can be made Cash App, $, Knowledge One Allow, PayPal.me/Do Knowledge Radio. If you are listening live in our YouTube. You can make a donation also via super chat. So, without any further ado, it becomes my honor and privilege at this time to introduce some to others. This warrior soul sister here, Sass, aka, let's see, my power button is lit.
When treacherous, treasonous,
Mm.
traitorous
Mm-hmm.
Negroes
Mm-hmm.
and their mixies
Whoa.
get mad,
Mm-hmm.
you dig them a ditch.
You dig them a ditch.
All right. So I just wanted to say that. Shalom. Before I get it started. That's all I wanted to say. Because you can't leave them out. We ain't just talking about
Can't leave
crackers.
them out. They
Yeah,
all
we talking about
that's
them
all the
too.
same.
Right. Right. I had to bring some clarity and more clarity to.
You got ripped off. Peace and blessings, fam. Okay, fam. All right.
I missed that, but I'm glad I did. Um, I wanted to make some clarifications from last night because I went back to listen through to see if it was staticky, and yeah, it was, and it was just really weird. And then also, I was like totally deep in thought, which I shouldn't do that when I'm in discussion, but I was like kind of like, you know, that typical that thing what they say about philosophy professors that are like in the clouds. That's kind of like that's what I do, and I can admit to that. Like kind of like thinking and trying to, and then I was like not articulating correctly. But all I wanted to say was is that Frances Cress Welsing, right? In the 4 minute clip that she played, and it was played by um, it was cut up by an African YouTube channel, and I just thought that was just interesting. So I decided to listen to it. And essentially, what she was saying was the reason why white people act the way they do, white people, is because they are in the minority and they're fighting for their survival because the dominant people are of the melanated type, right? So
Mm-hmm.
what I was saying was is that it's kind of like humanizing this devil. It's just
Right.
trying to save its life or whatever when we are known to be the minority in this country. And if we even attempted to do what they have done, it's like it goes against God and everything, right? So in that 4 minutes, it didn't go any further to say that this is a natural response to when the inferior is attacked, right? It didn't say that, but I didn't listen to the whole 3 hour, however long the interview was. They cut it down to 4 minutes, and I was just saying how it was unfair for them to do that to her. And then the message that is bringing out to Black people, it's just it's incorrect, to just
Right.
leave it like that. So that's all I was, trying to say. Um, and I get her point, but you can't humanize this devil. You can't do it. You can't do it. So yeah, so that was just essentially what we were talking about yesterday. And then you had brought up the word capitalism out of nowhere, right? So I had to address that too, saying it is a behavior. Okay. Is in regards to when you're speaking about systematic racism as well, when you're part of a system or you think or believe that you're a part of a system, that the system should treat you a certain way, but but that person or those people will say, well, we thrive in this society, in this system, but we still experience racism. That's a total and blatant contradiction. And if the people running in the system wanted it to be fair and wanted you to be up where they are, they would change the system, right? Because we know globally, I was talking about the whole, that this just does not make any sense, especially when we are the dominant on the planet as a whole. How is this cracker able to dominate everything. And Bobby E. Wright goes into all of this stuff or whatever. So when I'm listening to Francis West Carlson, I'm like, no, and it's no knock on the elder, isn't. It just isn't. It's just that I was talking about the unfairness of these particular people, and I'm just kind of shocked that these people would put something out there like that, being from the continent and representing the continent of Africa, specifically Nigeria, right? So, so yeah, that's it. How are you?
Good. I'm good.
Good, good,
Just
good.
going down.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
right.
some advocates get mad. We dig
Dig
them
them
a
a
ditch.
ditch. That's absolutely.
Everyone to advocate so much. Where's your self advocacy? Where's the advocacy for yourself, for your family, for your people, for your nation? Where is it?
Exactly. I mean, look, we can use the example, Joe Biden over here saying, he praying for his boy over here, Donald Trump. That's solidarity, man. He done took down all the slander. He done took down everything. That's his right hand. That's his boy. That's fam. I hope everybody can
That's
see
little
this.
homie. Right.
Right.
That's little homie. Like they played the
Right.
game real good.
But we don't get it. Like, we don't get it. We don't get it. But, whatever.
That makes him look good too. They're like, oh, you see, I told you he's changed. See, he just has to do what he has to do, for this election, and he's going to do the same thing for our people. They're going to come back with that shit. Be ready
They
for that.
already did. They already did. But
Good
nah.
Lord. Good
Nah.
night. Oh man, where's this clip at? Let me play this clip right quick. Let me see if it works. Because it's the whole conversation right here. This is the whole conversation. When daylight hits, it'll be the born day celebration of one of our great warrior revolutionaries who is still a political prisoner right now. H. Rap Brown, aka Imam Jamil Alameen, his son is actively working every day to free him. They'll be talking noise about our elder generation. Our elder generation went and got our people out of prison. Not just in the courtroom. Some went into the courtroom and took the judge hostage to get our people free. So, these cats running around talking about we ain't our ancestors. That's damn sure correct, right? I seen that boy. What's that boy? El Chapo. He set the city on fire. Put money on the heads of the chief of police, their families, all that. And we act like we ain't got none of that in us. I don't know. Maybe they say it skip a generation. But I know from these young Jesus out here running around, they don't give a damn about none of that. They ready. They ready. You got sanctified folks trying to talk them down, sanitize them, and slander them at the same time.
That's not moral behavior. You do know that, right? So. Just like in the 4-minute clip. This is what I was trying to say. Like, it's not right. It's not right. But anyway. It's okay for the cracker to go in, but we can't go in because it's immoral. But anyway.
Right. That'll make us just like them, you know.
Right. Right.
Let me see if it works. I don't know what's up with this thing. It's trying to work like it started and then it stopped. So just see what it does. It's that illustration of that last scene in this book who sat by the door. And it's visual, like the conversation audio don't really do it justice. You got to see all of the elements that's there. So we showed that one. We showed two yesterday. We showed one scene, you know, with Kamala Harris being fired up, but that conversation that they had in the that conversation was very telling about allegiance. It might work now. Give me a second. It started working as soon as I stopped showing it. It don't work. I need to show it, but you know what scene I'm talking about, right?
You said it was the last scene, right? Where he had killed his friend, yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. It was supposed to have been like, like brothers, right? And their
Yeah.
allegiance, it would split them. Their allegiance was supposed to have been a thing that would unite them, right? And their allegiance is what had them in battle with each other in this scene. One was for our people, and one was for our enemies. And he was good with his double-minded consciousness, or his mask that he called it in the book. Because in the book, Sam Greenlee gets real intricate about every move. He was careful about every move that he made, every association that he made, every single approach. Very, very strategic. Down to two people. He let his mask slip twice. With that girl who went and told him, and with him in the car. So those two together, those two mistakes, is what cost him his life. He was good with everything else, every other aspect of his life, all the way down. So this scene is like real pivotal in regards to how far you go and what we mean about this allegiance right here. He comes into his house. It's supposed to be a sanctuary. Nobody knew where he lived except his soldiers. And it wasn't all of them. It was a few of them. So he had this guerrilla army set up real good. And this dude was able to get into his house and be waiting for him when he came home. Like one place where he didn't have to be on guard. Violated, sitting in his chair by his bed. Spun around with the gun in his hand. Already. Injustice in his mind was taking this revolutionary to jail. Crazy. Crazy. That's why we got political prisoners, and it's apropos for H. Brown Day, aka Ma'am Jamil Alameen, because this was one who put it all on the line. He put it all on the line. He gave his life. He didn't die. So, what's this little scene will work? Because, like, this is the imagery that need to be ingrained in the mind. I know a bunch of people love the movie and blah, blah, blah. And, every time, you send it around, it's like hundreds of people. They respond, they share it. Oh, this was the movie. And then you always hear the reference, you got to be the spook who sat by the door and blah, blah, blah. But I don't know if you're prepared to work in that kind of modality. He didn't say it was the spook who sat by the door. If you watch the movie, the spooks was the black people infiltrating the CIA. So he was trying to get more than one. He was going to build an army, and that army was going to go out and recruit the armies. So because he couldn't find the army in there, he got the intel and put the intel out where the real soldiers were. So his move was back to the streets. He had to make sure that he was safeguarded at every step. In these two instances right here, that's all it took. For some people, it's only one. But these are two instances that illustrated that Sam Greenlee, who wasn't a nationalist, may he rest in peace, is illustrated. And this movie was banned and all kinds of stuff. Like this illustration, this scene right here, this is like classic. I'm gonna see if I can get it to play one more time. He's sitting in the seat. He got his weapon pointed at him from an elevated position. It's crazy.
Against the wall. Just put your coat down right there. Get some more. Spread your feet out. Come on. Hey, easy. Come on. Just put your coat. What is this, Doug? Come on, Uncle Tom. Come on! Uncle what? Up against the wall. Hey, easy. What is this? Some kind of joke, man? Yeah, for Uncle Tom, and here you are under my nose. Cool Dan Freeman. Only digging sports cars and bread, good clothes and chicks. Beautiful cover, man. Hey, when I think about it, I mean, really think about it. Now, would I risk all of this for that? Yeah, well, I don't have to worry about that, man. I got enough evidence to take you in, and that's what I'm gonna do. What evidence? Oh, them tapes, man. Them Uncle Tom propaganda tapes that you can't spread around the ghetto. Well, I listen to them over and over again. And it's you, Dan. It's your voice. You gotta be crazy. Well, we'll see if a voice print proves whether I'm crazy or not. Now what? Now what? Well, the scene is over. Well, one thing. Are you working with the communists like they say? Who's behind you? How come there gotta be somebody behind me? Oh, come on, man. Don't put me on. No. Underground movement in the Western Hemisphere. The work of an expert. And expertise is the white man's monopoly, right, Dawes? Well, I am an expert. I spent 5 years flunkying to become an expert. This gun makes me an expert. You big man with that gun and that badge. You know, Dawes, you want to have it both ways. You want a pat on your head from Whitey, and you want to love and respect your people. But you can't be with your people without betraying that badge. And you can't be a cop without betraying your people, you hypocrite. You think nobody else feels the way you do? You think you're the only nigger with the sense of an outrage? Well, then hit back, join us. We can use you. We got undercover people on the force. On the force? That's right. Who? Nobody with your rank. Come on, join us, Tom. And you're using kids. Who else am I going to involve? People like you and me? The kids are our only hope. And I got to them before they got jailed or killed or turned into Dawsons. And now they'll do anything to be free. Who said you were free, man? Well, Dawes, even on the wrong end of your gun, I'm a lot freer than you are.
I don't know. Guess it wanted to be extra. I don't even know if you even heard it.
I heard it, but seeing it was was blurry to me.
Yeah, it was blurry over here too.
Yeah, I heard it,
I
but it's blurry.
tried it a bunch of times. Yeah, it's supposed to be his brother. You see, I mean, you know the scene anyway. You see, he manhandled him and threw him up against the wall in his own place.
Yeah, because he was violating the law of the well, breaking the law in a system that he believed in, that he felt he was a part of. So that justice trumps the justice of his own people. That people still don't acknowledge that there's two different type of law there. It's not just one law. So
He looked like he was hurt and he was disappointed and all that. But all that shit went out the window. He got real cop like, didn't he?
yeah,
Real
yeah,
procedural. You understand what I'm
yeah.
saying?
He's putting his foot down
He got real authoritative. And then he was real disrespectful.
because he
Who's
turned him
behind
into a
you?
criminal.
Yeah, I'm turning you in.
Hmm.
Uh, then the recording thing. You understand what I'm saying? Like that kind of like this is where you going with it. You detecting on your people. You informing on them. You informing on us. And he gave those young brothers purpose for the ones that's brothers. You know, he had them others up in there too. Them no face and shit. But
Hmm.
the ones he gave them purpose. He gave them discipline. He gave them motivation. He gave them tactical training, and he put them in leadership positions. Everybody was prepared, and not only did he try to, he established a chain of command, but in the chain of command, everybody knows what to do. He gave them guerrilla tactical training across the nation, and they was ready. They was ready. The trial was the police. You know, they had time. He wanted it to be at a certain time, but then that riot kicked off. It was the police. Then it was the National Guard. Then it was active duty military coming in. So these are the sieges that we see. We see these. We live these. This is our life. And he said, "Oh, we already got some people on the force." He's like, "Who?" He wanted to know who it was so he can inform on them. Oh man, that's not the whole scene, but that's a part to where everybody comes in later and it was like that was your friend. He said it's all good when it's them. Just to paraphrase, it's all good when it's them. You see them clearly, but what about these ones? These ones who look just like you. Tell me who I killed. Just get rid of the body. You know, he had that suit and tie on when he killed that suit. When they came to see him, he had on that dashiki. He was going out. He's going out like a warrior. So it's a different kind of connotation right there. Like it was a transfer of power in that scene that was remarkable. Something that I love to see over and over. So everybody knew how serious it was because it was a little serious, but it was still kind of like a game. And that right there hit close to home. So that little part in there got you, for you to see what it cost. Because there's always somebody informing. They ain't just find A. Brown. They ain't just find Huey Newton. They ain't just find Nat Turner. Always some fucking informant, some goddamn way talent. So telling and implicate to get a lighter sentence or no jail time. They deserve a casket. Unmarked grave, something. Not even a casket. That's too good. A ditch. That power button lit, huh?
It is. Yeah, but I'm listening.
Power button is lit.
What else is on the agenda?
You pick.
I pick.
You came in. You came in on fire with the blaze.
Yeah, I
With
just
the
had that.
blaze.
I just had to add that in there. That's all.
That's what's up.
Add to.
You came in here with blood in your eye. You know. Someone was welcome over here.
What else? Hmm.
Is that the serious side? Is it over? Do we got a few
Yeah.
minutes?
Yeah,
What's the
that's
other
over.
something else? Something else?
Yeah.
What we got?
Yes. Yeah. Something else. I really don't know what else, but I didn't get in the paper today because today was the Shabbat, so I didn't read any news or anything. But any current events or anything interesting. I'm just not about to get on Nigeria today. I'll wait. I'm gonna let it rock. I'm gonna let that rock and deal with that in another week or so. Um, too many smiling going on. Too much smiling over there. I'm just, you know,
Too much smiling going on.
yeah. Remind me of Jamaica. But anyway, um,
Oh, that two piece right there. Oh.
yeah, hmm yeah.
Uh,
I'm gonna let that rock. Let them have that, week, whatever. Let
they
them
got
deal
that
with it.
for a week.
Yeah, because you know how we party. We party for 7 days straight. You
Oh
know.
yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
so we on day 3, I think, something like that. So I'm gonna let it ride. Deal
I'm
with
supposed
that
to be over
later.
there turning up right now in
Mhm.
Nigeria.
Mhm.
So this event, I was cycling through while the music was playing. 17th and the 18th gonna be fire. You know, got that prophecy of the prophet revival. Got to bring back some of that energy from the dead because it's dead right now.
What are you talking about? What do you mean?
That Nat Turner energy, it's like it's
Oh,
dead. All of this excusatory type of energy that's floating around. All this excusatory, that was then. This is now. Look at how much progress we done made, and the progress equates to me going to go vote or something. Like, I've been voting since the 1800s. These people keep talking this stuff. Like, we've been voting since the 1800s. What did the voting do for you?
Yeah, and it was before 1865 in a lot of states.
Yeah,
So I mean, yeah, they don't
yeah.
teach.
Like,
They don't tell you that. Yeah, but
they don't tell you that. Like, yeah, well,
all
I
these
mean,
smart asses don't tell you that. Yeah.
you voting. You've been voting for like
Hmm.
200 years.
That's right. That's right.
That cracker dog, female dog, been voting
That's
for
dated.
100
Yeah.
years. You've been voting
Yeah.
for 200 years,
Yeah. That vote nonsense is dated. Not insurrection. It's dated. Like, come on. It's Black Power dead. Get out of here.
right? Right. And so you need the revival. You know what I'm saying? You need the revival, to revive, because
You
that life is
you can
like
only talk that nonsense to people who don't know their history.
yeah,
So it's
200
point.
years.
Like I don't even care when I hear it. I'm like, whatever. Teaching that nonsense to our people, you're part of the problem, right? They become
Right.
they're the problem, you know. And I call them infiltrators. Like you're a direct infiltrator. You're a direct liar. You're a direct treasonous, treacherous, traitorous Negro. You need a ditch. A ditch with your name on it. Like seriously. Like ugh.
They don't even get a name. It's just a ditch, like a mass ditch.
Now I'll put names on it. I'll put the
Oh,
names
you put
first and
David?
last name. Yup. Date of birth, everything going on it. I need everybody to know you.
You get
Talking that
stricken.
nonsense.
You get stricken. They don't even need to mention your name. You should. That's the punishment forever. Like your name, or if your name is mentioned, it's mentioned just like you said. Like, well, we don't even
Hmm.
call them names. Fuck your lineage at that point. Like, yo,
Like I know that it's custom, for treacherous, treasonous, traitors, Negro not to be left unnamed. But in these times, we need to start naming them, and get the whole family. All eyes on the families that produce this nonsense. So hold them all responsible.
the Will Executor Squad. That's who out here now. Oh, Prophet Nat took position and envisioned this war. And every day you look in the mirror, and you the prophecy of the prophet. You are the prophecy of the prophet. Every day you look in the mirror, and you're failing the prophecy. The prophecy becomes true when you continue on the work. Like you looking in the mirror, and every time you just sway for the work and you misdirect your priorities of work and where you're supposed to be at, and whatever you're doing, this is where you're supposed to be in your mind, in your brain space. Your talents, your gifts, your skills, your daily work, whatever it is. The dedication, what is it for? Yeah, I'm keeping this up for October right here.
Put your picture on there too, and your fingerprints,
I'm keeping this up for
birth
October.
certificate. How about
You want to, if you want to see my face, you got to come to them interviews or come to this thing this at midnight. After midnight, I don't want to see. I don't want to see you no more. For October, it might be for the rest of the year. I don't know. I don't want to see them. I'm good. See the excuses on the face, the justifications on the face, the tiptoeing, the punk talk, all that shit. Like, I don't want to see. Not after midnight. I don't want to see it at all. I definitely want to see it after midnight. This is the relaxed time. supposed to be chilling, woosah. Can't be having no infiltrators around. Like my man Dan Freeman coming to his house, waiting for him in his house. So let's how it go over here. Oh man, I was distributing these books right to these businesses or whatever, and I went into this Arab spot to wait for one of the people or whatever, and this Arab seen my shirt right through Nas radio shirt, and he's like, "You from Africa?" I said, "Hell yeah, I'm from Africa." He said, "I'm from Africa too. I'm from Egypt."
Where
I
you
said,
from, Mixie? You know what I'm saying?
You know how they talk? I'm from Egypt. I'm Egyptian. No, you're not. You're not from Egypt.
But did he say it's Africa?
Huh?
Did he say he's African?
Yeah, he said he's African. He's from Egypt.
What?
I said, you ain't
That's
from
the
Africa.
first time I've heard that. Wow, okay.
Yeah, I mean, you know, what you gonna do?
He's understanding what's going on in the world. That's why they flipping it now. They're changing it up now.
He's seen his death walk in there. That's why. And he was trying to be
Mm.
hospitable and relatable and all that. He looked and seen death. Like that's what they supposed. I don't ever have no conversations with any other way with anybody that's our enemy. Like they know.
I had one once with an Arab tried to insult me. Mm.
That's the normal shit I hear. I don't never. I wish you had a store. You had a life. Do the knowledge radio. That would have been the last thing he remembered before he died. So, you know, it was beautiful. I mean, we're just not in these positions to just be talking to these people. They fuck their life. And they know it. They know exactly who to talk, what they talk. They know goddamn well don't be talking this shit. You ain't Egyptian. You ain't African. And it was the gold print too, so you know it was shimmering. Death came in there.
Them Mixies, man. Look, I expect nothing less from them. I'll expect nothing less than if they say the Egyptian, damn it, they Egyptian. Just let them have it. Second president of Egypt said what? Gaddafi said what? Hitler said this one. Look. I know better, so that's why I don't say anything. Cause I know better. I can go down about other ones who said what, and will remove every Mixie out of that place.
That's it.
We don't need to go back thousands of years either. We don't need to do that. Right. I'm good. The Saharan Desert belongs to black people that look like me. Period. And I'll just leave it at that.
Right there.
Or traitors, treacherous behavior will be anybody who leaves their country and go and pledge of allegiance to a foreign flag, right?
Right.
Right. Okay, got you. This world's full of treacherous, traitors, treasonous people, wicked people. Just saying.
Wicked. Wicked.
Yep. In search for a better life. That's all you hear is better life.
Better.
And the truth about it is that their origins, they don't want to, fight for their autonomy. That's the issue. They running from it, and that's what that you're not supposed to do that. And then you have places like the United States of America who take advantage of it. Yeah, bring every expertise, everything that you know, bring it over here so we can capitalize off of it. And they follow, and they fall for it. We'll give you a little bit of cheddar, just a little bit, a
A little
franchise
bit.
or two, but you're not gonna outdo us. I don't care how many 7-Elevens you got. This is
Snap.
why I don't be tripping when, they give foreigners all these business, opportunities. I don't be tripping. That's just another word for what subsidy and another entitlement program, whatever. Because guess what? They pay all of that money back to who?
Welfare. Hmm.
Right. They pay it all the way back to the United States government. So yeah. So we got voluntary slaves. If, you
Right.
know, keep it real. That's why I don't be tripping.
You don't be
Negroes who
tripping.
don't want to work for the white man, I don't blame them. I don't blame them. I don't. I don't. And they be like, "Oh, college ain't for everybody." Guess what? Working for a white man ain't for everybody either. So we're gonna use the same logic. So we can either work together and try to um, move us into a state of contentment, because and that's important. Where everybody is stress free, and you don't have to rely on yourself, but you can rely on others, and they can rely on you for certain things. This is what it's about. You know, that's what it's about. Nothing more, nothing less. And that's that. And then and all of that melanoma happening over there in North Africa and all over there. I mean, the numbers are astronomical. I'm gonna let the sun take care of that. I believe in the sun. The sun will take care of all of that nonsense as it's doing. It's taking care of it. We don't have to worry, right? So that's that.
That's right. You're supposed to say Q, that's right. It's always right there on deck. That's
Yeah.
right.
The sun condemns them. The sun tells on them, and it's okay. It's all good. Well, Sass, black people get melanoma. Shut up. Oh my, you sound silly.
They be
Oh
ready
my
with that, but
God.
what you know.
Less than
It's not
1%.
just.
Less of a percent. Shut up. And that's probably that cracker running through their veins. Come on, man. Stop. Stop it. We're gonna use white supremacist numbers. How about that? Go get me the reports. Get it for me until we can shut you up. Shut up. It's actually being disrespectful. You're insulting everyone. Oh well, whatever. Stay mad. I really don't care. Prove me wrong. Show me something different. That's all. I'll apologize. I'll say I was wrong. I'll do that. I have no problem doing that. I'll do that. But nobody's brought me anything. So, But no, I have not been on Facebook or I was on Instagram, but I'm not gonna read that silly response I saw today. But I have not been on Facebook in a couple, well, a week or so. So I have nothing to, I left it alone.
I told you I'm being Black Panther, right?
As
You
who
thought
again?
I told you I'm being Black Panther too, right?
Yeah, but as who? As who? What part you gonna play?
Oh, it's on. You know.
Oh, you're gonna take your chance at the throne?
Nah, my family just gonna take over.
What does that mean exactly?
That cracker got it. Them crackers
I don't hear you. What? Wait a minute. Is that me?
gonna be
I don't
dead,
hear you.
right? Because they got the whole chalice. Like he gonna die, right? Because it's going, flashing at the scene at Inchidaka's funeral. I'm gonna say this shit ain't over to T'Challa. We're gonna leave out. Boom, he gonna be dead, and then we coming in for the throne. My family.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, you're gonna try for
Yeah,
the throne.
and then we gonna let M'Baku get the throne.
You have to like use your natural strength and stuff. You can't be souped up.
Nah, it's regular. Regular.
That scene didn't even look right. They fighting on some water on the side of a mountain. Like
In Georgia.
that don't even look right.
They was in Georgia.
Yeah, but I mean, like
Sorry.
the scene is on a mountain. They're all standing in the mountain. It looks
Yeah,
so unnatural. Um, the beast should have been in the mountain. Like you would see them. It's like that Mad Max stuff. It's like that.
yeah.
You seen that last Mad Max movie? It's like that. Like they took that scene out of. Never mind. I'm not even. You're supposed to be fighting out in the savannah. You know what I'm saying? Like not
Right.
off of no mountain, off of no cliff. There are no clefts of the rock. It makes yeah, yeah, a cracker made that movie. That's a dead giveaway. I didn't like that. Let's throw him off the cliff. That's all. Let's pick him up. Just pick his little skinny self up and throw him off. So that just goes to show you that he couldn't fight without his little cat suit.
That's what they told him from the beginning, though.
I'm telling you, I wasn't feeling that cat suit from the beginning. Even when they was talking about in the front, when I was first introduced. I said, "Why has he got a spandex on? Why is he wearing that?" And Captain America, I was bugging. I was like, "Why is he wearing that? Is that Halle Berry?" I did. Look on my. I'm telling you, this is what I said. I was not feeling the suit.
Only thing
And
I
then he
liked in
takes
Civil
off his.
War is that he beat them boys' ass. He beat those boys' ass. He didn't kill that damn thing, but he beat them other boys. Captain America and them that was talking that shit, he beat the shit out of them. They tried to jump him and everything. He fucked everybody up. He was after
I'm
that
not gonna
motherfucker.
take that away from him. I ain't
He
gonna
ain't
take
kill
that away
nobody,
from him. But
but
then he
he
took off
damn sure beat
his
the shit out
mask.
of them. Like, damn. Like, they was acting like they were so tough and all that old shit. It was 3 or 4 of them motherfuckers on his ass. At one time, he beat the shit out of everybody. I was like, ah, damn. Where was that dude at right there? That was that dude. That dude was representing. He ain't killed no. He ain't killed that cracker though. Man. He took him to Wakanda and shit. He like taking practice to Wakanda and shit. You know, Bucky and that other fucker. He took him to Wakanda, both of them. So yeah,
Yeah, they like them tight leotards in Marvel.
beat they ass.
Blade ain't never wore no leotard.
Blade beat that
Blade look
dude
like
ass
Shaft.
like a bomb in the back of his head. Blade, look.
I love part two. I love part two.
Yeah,
Part three was silly, but
yeah. Part three was
I can watch part one and part two. Yeah. That was very silly. But yeah, that part two with that dude, his lip open, his chin open. I was like, what the is that? Oh my gosh. And then it had a it was mutant and then it had flaws. Like if it didn't feed regularly and like within like hours it would start dying. So this thing had a worse defect than a regular vampire. That fool tested on his own son. I believe that's what happened. And then he started breeding those things or whatever. I mean, oh my goodness. It was just ugh. And they were feeding off not only humans but vampires. And that's why the vampires like, we got to get Blade to help us, get rid of this thing here. Like these things are crazy. So I think that that's where Blade went wrong teaming up with them vampires. But other than that, the movie was good.
yeah.
And then almost falling in love with a vampire too. I'm like, come on, Blade,
You know they had to
what are you
sneak some
doing?
little shit up.
But Blade ain't
I
wearing
knew
no
that.
leotard. Just saying. I'm gonna say that again. Ain't nothing tight. He ain't wearing nothing tight around his groin area. Nothing.
Goddamn Donnie Yen was in there.
I'm tripping because now I'm thinking about that mountain scene. Oh man. Because I just thought about like I saw the movie one time and I was just disgusted. Like for obvious reasons, I was disgusted. I didn't even analyze anything else. But now that we're talking about the movie, and I'm going back through how they fought. 'Cause you said that's where you gonna come in at, right? So I
Yeah.
thought about it. Like you're gonna have to move that to the savannah, where it's supposed to be done. Okay, not off on the side of no mountain. Okay, inside of a mountain. No,
I'm gonna drag that body like and shit. I could drag that
I can
body of that crack.
understand how you say that other one's name, the one that was living up in the mountains.
Imbaku.
Yeah.
That's what
Okay.
found this.
So he was not born in no mountain. Okay, he was. Huh?
No, he wasn't.
You breaking up? Say it again.
No, he wasn't born up in the mountain. They went to the mountains. They said, "Fuck y'all. We ain't fucking with y'all."
No, he was up there because he had to keep watch. It was like that was his post. And people talking about, oh, he's front of. No, it was his post,
Them
and
people
he
had
liked it up there,
retreated.
away from all the
His
nonsense.
his people went to the mountain. His tribe went to the mountains. They said, "Fuck that. We not
Right,
We don't give a fuck about the Black Panther shit. Y'all got it. We in the
right.
mountains."
That was their post,
Yeah.
That was their post, and he was happy about it. They were happy to be there, and nobody bothered them, and that's what they did. Now it's called a tribe. That is called a tribe.
That's Maroons.
All the tribes were there, actually, weren't they? Right? They were all
Yeah, that,
tribes there, right? During that fight, right? During the
yeah,
whatever you call that
yeah.
thing. Yeah,
All five of
yeah,
them.
hmm yeah. And they all had representation at the table,
Right.
right?
Yeah, they elder
Yeah.
and
hmm
they top warrior.
Right. And whoever felt like they weren't being represented properly, like they didn't have a voice there, they did not show up, and nobody bothered them. So that's the way it's supposed to be. And when the enemy approaches, why are you here? You better start singing. If not, you're gonna get the top blown off, you know? Remember they checked the mama and the sister and them in the
Yeah,
woods with the white. Oh my god. Oh,
yeah. You don't run shit up here. They had the
that shouldn't have
greatest
happened there. First
vantage
of all,
point in the
yeah,
world. You had to
yeah,
climb up there to see them,
that's what I'm talking
and they see
about.
you coming from miles and miles away because you're not from there. You know.
Right. Yeah. So they used some aspects and showed you what it was. They interjected their little nonsense in it because that's what they do. They take our stuff and go 100 times with it. They take it in
Right.
another direction, or they'll top it 100 times and make it into something else and call it their own. But the foundation is always there. So yeah, that's also a very good movie to show. This is display of tribalism in there and the importance of it and how stuff went down. Even the guy who I don't even the the girlfriend was one of the protectors of the king, right? But her boyfriend was
Yeah.
of a different tribe, right?
Yeah. Wakabi.
Or was it her husband? Yeah, see, even he was in a whole different tribe, lived in a whole different place, and he was a representative of
He
those
was
people.
doing. Yeah, he was the head of that tribe.
Right, right. So all the heads would show up when T'Challa and his mother had those meetings. And Baku didn't show up because he didn't want nothing to do with it. He didn't agree with any of it, so he didn't show up. Right. So they didn't even bother him. They was just, they left him alone. They want nothing. I mean, it's just showing you how it's supposed to be, essentially. But the movie was terrible anyway. So just saying. Overall it was horrible. And how much money did it make again? Like $4 billion, something ridiculous like that. Yeah. And it made even more on Disney Plus. So more people have probably subscribed to Disney Plus than they did, you know. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think they'll have a Black Panther Part 2. I mean, I was waiting for the new Captain America movie to come out. Because we got a black Captain America now, right? Like, why can't we run with that one? Let's do that one, Marvel, and see how that one goes. What you think? I can't tell if you're talking or not. We have the worst connections at this time. It's like the worst. I'll wait.
I got booted. I got booted. I wasn't even talking. Can you hear me? Mic check, mic check. Mic check. Yo, yo.
Are you back?
Can you hear me?
It's a little static, but I can hear. Yeah,
I guess that's our time now. It's a wrap.
it's a wrap. After that long pause.
Peace, shalom.
Shalom.